All right, I want to do this video today. Um, uh, yeah, that's better. I wanted to do this video today, man. Just don't think individuals will be here. But it's a topic that I want to talk about. Just throw something on the channel. I think every Sunday I'm gonna just do some just random topic, things that I want to talk about. Not on topic. I just give the normal stuff a rest. Um, give the normal stuff a rest. So. All right. So I'm from up north, man. I'm from Jersey. And life here in Virginia is not like it is in Jersey. Standards here are nothing like they are in Jersey. The anthem when the Lost Boys made the Lex Coupes, the Beamers, and the Benz, down here it would be probably the pickup truck, the Impala, and the Tahoe. That's if the Lost Boys was from. I need to do a video about that. If the Lost Boys was to make that song, it would be the pickup truck, the Impala and the Tahoe. When I tell you that the quality of life here in Virginia is not like it is up north. I remember I met this chick, and she was like, "Oh my God, I love some Fitbit." And when she said that, I was taken back. I was like, "You, what do you like?" She said some Fitbit, and I literally went along with the conversation and had no idea what she was talking about. So I called my friend Valerie, that was from Virginia, but moved up north to Jersey when she was 3. But she comes down here yearly, and she said, "Oh yeah, Chris, they love fatback." She said fatback. I said, "Fatback? Are you saying like fat?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "No, she couldn't have been." She said, "Why not?" I said, because Val, this chick says she loves some fat man and some gravy. She said, I love some fat man with some gravy on it. She said, oh yeah, they take fat and put gravy on it. I said, Val, are you literally trying to tell me that they take fat, and just put gravy on it and eat it? She said, yeah, that's how they do it in Virginia. I have never heard of this trash narrative living up north. I've never heard this before. Even living in Texas, I've never heard of this meal. Justin Jones said, go to East Cleveland, Ohio. Let me tell you something. The funny thing you said that, I was looking at HGTV last night, and these women, 2 females, was looking for houses in Cleveland. Houses are very inexpensive in Cleveland. But that was a very small sign of things to come. You guys may say it happened here, because everybody, when I tell people about Virginia life, people say, oh, it's like that here too. Not like it is here. So Virginia Beach is like New York City. Compared to everywhere else, it's that much of a difference. The 7 cities, Hampton, Chesapeake, Suffolk, Newport News, Norfolk, of course, Virginia Beach itself, and Portsmouth. The 7 cities. When you go to Virginia Beach, that's New York City. When living down here, going to Virginia Beach is like going to New York City, and I'm gonna tell you why. Me being from New Jersey, I worked in New York City. And when you go to New York City, you see everything. You see a Rolls Royce at the light, you'll see a Phantom, you'll see a Ferrari, you just see everything. When you go to New York City, you see everything. That's how it is living here. I live in Hampton, when you go to Virginia Beach. When you go to Virginia Beach, the money car down here is Teslas. You got a Tesla. So when you go to Virginia Beach, you see a lot of Teslas. And everywhere else down here in Virginia, a pickup, let me tell you something. You can have an S-Class Benz, a fat dude in a pickup truck will take your girl. When y'all hear me say, I ain't had no pussy since October 2023, October 2022, what I'm saying to you is, I am so disgusted. Like, I would have to lower my standards so low to get pussy here. And you got in the hell no. Hell no. My grandmother told me something. My grandmother told me my mother's mother, when I say my grandmother, my father's mother. And for those that been on my channel with me, you heard me say this. But my grandmother on my father's side told me, she said, Chris, Josephine, which is my mother's mother, she said she never taught her kids to want for nothing. That's why they don't want nothing. That's why they don't have nothing. That's why they ain't striving for nothing. And that's why I'm a go-getter like I am. My grandmother was the hustler of my father's side of the family, between my grandfather and my grandmother. Of course, she taught it to her kids, my father, and my father taught it to me. This is why I live and have the life that I have. When you come here to Virginia, nobody don't want nothing. People don't want nothing here. They don't want nothing. You give somebody a pickup truck, I don't care if it's a Sanford and Son special. They are the man here. You give somebody a pickup truck, listen, when you go to the black gyms here in Virginia, it ain't nothing but individuals. It's a street corner. And you don't hear weights clacking. You don't hear people inhaling. You don't hear none of that. When you go to gyms, the black gyms. I am a member of 3 gyms. 24/7 Fitness, Anytime Fitness, Planet Fitness. I'm a member of 3 gyms. I have to wait for my Planet Fitness membership to dry out, and I have to wait for my Anytime Fitness membership to dry out, and go to 24/7 Fitness. When you go to 24/7 Fitness, because it's the most expensive one, no blacks go there. No blacks. The picture that I took last night at the gym, it was about 6 other white people there. Black people go to gyms here. Yo, when I went to last time I went to the Anytime Fitness, it was old motherfuckers in there holding coffees in their hand. What's up? Just watching you. And I'm like, dog, what next? I left. I'm like, yo, what next? Bingo boards? Life here in Virginia. It's time for me to go. I will never have a woman if I stay here. The standards of women here, like I said, a lot of people may say, oh, women like that. Let me tell you something. You can get the flyest. All right, let me come at it this way. I lived on 12th Street in Newark, New Jersey. I lived on South 12th Street, and I lived on North 12th Street. There was a woman that lived upstairs from us. She was a hoe. She was selling pussy. This woman, every other day, a different car came and pulled up, and she left. You don't see that here. Here, women literally host from home. I've seen prostitutes. I've seen chicks getting money. They would get a hotel room for the day. They would set their clients up. They would get their clients, have their number, blah, blah, blah. It ain't like that here. Here, you get feet up pussy. Here, women will literally, the flyest chicks will have 30 cars coming to her house. It is amazing the perspective and narrative that I see the women here. There's nothing here, so nothing means anything. It's the perspective and narrative that my grandmother told me about my grandmother on my mother's side. Which, when I look at everybody on my mother's side of the family, they're all bums. All bums. All bums. Everybody that's got retirement plans are individuals that they married. The females, their husbands. But far as my aunts, none of them. My aunt that do got a retirement plan is the one that my uncle married. So that aunt. But my mom, her sisters, my niece, my cousins, female cousins, their shit-ass daughters, all of them are exactly the same. Welfare recipients. It is amazing. And that is the perspective and narrative that I see living here in Virginia. Listen, I'll show y'all this one watch I got. This watch. I want to sell it because it's a small watch. I brought this watch for me for Christmas in 1997. Paid $1,300 for this watch. It's a Movado. It's a cool watch. Oyster band. Nice watch. Paid $1,300 for this watch. In 1997, I brought it for me for Christmas, right? Had that watch a long time. God dang. I met a chick. She had like 4 or 5 Michael Kors, 2 or 3 Adidas watches, and was trying to tell me about watches. And I'm just listening to her, and I'm like, how much are your watches? I said, I got one watch that costs more than all those. I got one watch. I got one. My normal watch that I wear, my Boulevard, that's a $780-something watch. I have about 8 watches. And I'm just listening to her talk to me about Michael Kors. I'm like, Michael Kors? And I'm in my 7 series. This is when I knew. This is when I understood life here. I pull up to the light in my 7 series. I like a 96, 97 Maxima pulls up on the side of me. I look over at the Maxima. Dude got it painted purple and painted the rims white. So I'm looking at the Maxima, and immediately I started getting like my eyes start hurting. I'm looking at the Maxima, and I'm like, and first thing I said to myself, boy, only in Virginia. That's why I said only in Virginia in my head. But then I start looking at the occupants. So I'm looking at the occupants, and I'm seeing individuals just in the music thumping. And I said to myself, wow, at least he got a girl. I ain't got a girl. I dated a woman one time. I want y'all to listen to what I'm about to tell you. So if you was with me, you'll know I was leasing a 2021 Honda Insight. I leased the car for 2 years. I remember taking a woman out on a date in that car, a Honda Insight. And she gets in the car and she's like, why is all that like that? I said, got in the car. I said, all what, like what? Like, that looked like a tablet. Like, why do that look like that? Like, do that come off? I said, it's a new car. What do you want me to tell you? We goes to this place called Anna's, way out in Smithfield. When you go there, I wanted to go there because they got some nice big cheesesteaks. What's going on, Big Chris? I see you, homie. Anna's out way out in Smithfield. They got these cheesesteaks. These cheesesteaks are like the best. And I go there, and it's nice. They make them on a flat roll. It's just a wide sandwich. It's like you gotta hold it like this. It's a nice sandwich. So I took her there, and they got tablecloths because it's an old southern feel to it. She goes in there. She's like, why they got tablecloths? She's like, why they got tablecloths? I said to her, I said, you know what? I said, you know what? You making it real hard for somebody to want to take you out somewhere worth anything other than a drive-through and you talking to a speaker box. You made it real hard. But that's how these chicks down here are. They're not used to quality. Hence the term, they ain't used to me. My standards is way up here. When I meet women, they be like, oh no, I got a big ass. Niggas chase this ass. We don't do that high class life stuff down here. They just don't do it. They don't do it. It's time to go. By the end of this year, I will not be here. I won't be here. The emphasis that they put on success, the people that are successful down here, they're one-off. They're one-off. You can't get an individual to say their Apple Watch, if I call it, right? Here's what you can get. If I call my watch, they don't have the data in the watch. They don't have that. So when you talk to people, why isn't this thing coming on? When you talk to people, they don't have that, right? When you talk to people, what they show you is all they got. This is why, like I said, I got a pair of designer frames for each BMW I own. Each one of my cars got a specific set of glasses for the car. That is like, no, I'm from up north. Our flavor, we do things different. We ain't no, our flash, like Jay-Z said, you got time now, you got flash now, but time to reveal money. That is the premise of how people are here. Everybody down here is flash today. Do you know how many side chicks were unemployed when COVID hit down here? It was just amazing. You know how many people down here in Virginia, everybody's perspective is, I want a pickup truck. Oh, I want a pickup truck. I want a pickup truck. I have never seen an individual with low profile tires on a pickup truck towing something. Boy, I ain't never seen no stupid shit like that before. Let me say it again. You got low profile tires on the truck. So you got like 24s and you towing something. So for all you don't know, tire perspective, when you have a low profile tire, let's say this is the rim and this is the tire. Of course, the tire is on the rim. With that low profile tire, when you turn your tire does this. When you don't have when you got a small wall like that and you turn, it don't give the tire enough sway room. So what happens is when you turn too hard, the tire will roll off the rim. You'll break the bead and it'll roll off the rim. So when you have low profile tires, your truck is a show vehicle only. You're not going to go to a construction site and see not one low profile tires on site. You're not going to see it. It's not. You need a wide wall. On the rim, you got a wide wall. So that tire is doing this. We hitting bumps. That tire is hitting all them bumps. You got all this room between the rim and the tire. It's just bouncing. When you don't got them low profile tires, the second you hit a bump, you're going to bend the rim, break the bead, you got problems. When you mess around and put a weight on the back of towing something, I would be at the light and see a truck go by turning, and I'm looking at the truck like, what the fuck? Only in Virginia. You know how many times I say to myself, I should just move to New York, Manhattan, somewhere where the rent is $5,000-$6,000 a month. Living down here in Virginia, I now understand why they got HOAs, excuse me. I now understand HOAs because I live here in Virginia. I now understand HOAs. I understand them now. I understand them now. People back in the day, hip hop. Hold on. Okay. Back in the day, hip hop was just in music. Now hip hop is the lifestyle of black people. Being cool, flashy, and flamboyant. I told you I was the only one on my block with a pair of Cazal glasses. I had one pair of Cazals, two pair of Yves Saint Laurent. I have never seen trash quality anywhere else. I have not seen this trash quality when I was stationed in Texas. But I'm going to tell you where it comes from. I got pulled over in Chesapeake one time. And I had the company name on the back, Veterans Legal Aid. I had it on the back. And I pulled up I was coming out of Taco Bell. One police car went by, another one went by. When the second one went by, he stuck his head out the window, busted a U-turn and waited for me to come out. I said, go ahead. He flashed his lights. I came out. He jumped on me. I said, okay, you want to play this game. So he pulls me over. Now, when I'm sitting in Taco Bell, I got the sunroof open. I got the sunroof open, the front windows down, so the car is lit. The big 1,000-watt light that's on in the parking lots of fast food restaurants, he see I got tinted windows. Now, I had got pulled over 5 times previously before tinted windows. They all were in the daytime. None of them was at night. So I went and got the tents brought to state specs. This guy pulls me over and says he pulled me over for my tent. I said, you pulled me over for my tent? I said, yeah. I said, let me tell you something, man. I'm not giving you nothing. I said, I'm looking at your uniform. I can tell you ain't nothing but a rookie. So here's what you're doing. You're pulling up with people with tinted windows to try to get your little confidence up. I said, yeah, ain't happening. So I ain't giving you nothing. He said, if you ain't giving me nothing, I'm gonna have to take you to jail. I said, okay, let me call somebody to take my dog. I called my girlfriend to come get my dog. She came on the scene. I said, not giving you nothing, man. I said, listen, let me get out the car so you can arrest me. I get out the car. They're like, give me your stuff, give me your stuff. This other cop comes, pushes that cop out the way, grab me. We're not playing this, Mr. Smith. I said, that's your fucking problem. You think I'm playing. So they put me in the back of the car, and they're like, now they talking in front of me. Oh, this and that. I said, let me tell you something. I got pulled over for 5 times with tinted windows. I got issued 3 tickets. And so, because I brought this car from up north, I brought this car within state specs. You still pulling me over with tinted windows. I said, but I know why you're doing it. Like I told your man, you're pulling it over to build his confidence up. He just out of the academy. I said, he stepped in. I said, I'm from up north. I'm going to show y'all how we do cops like y'all. I said, I'm from the state where we sued our state police. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. I wanted him to say, well, you're going to see that we do things different around here. But he never said it. I said, I'm not showing you my paperwork. 10 minutes later, I was driving off and I didn't show him my paperwork. Why did I tell y'all that story? I told y'all that story. I told y'all that story because down here, yes, sir. No, sir. Okay, sir. I'll do it tomorrow, sir. Yes, sir. Like people down here, like, yo, I think they still think they slaves. There's no fight in them. None. Ask yourself this. Look back in history. Slaves fled the South and came up north where people were free. The reason for that, there was so much money. New York at the epicenter of our economy. There was so much money up north. Honestly, they was like, well, F y'all freaking slaves. We got some other things to do. Commerce, buddy. We got commerce, buddy. It got to the point where up north, honestly, they ain't have time for slaves no more. But down south, they was holding on to slaves because they ain't have nothing else to do. Oh, we got all this field. The thought of me having to go out there and pick all this cotton. So they held on to the idea of slaves. That's the reminiscent of people in the South. No offense to you if you live in the South. But the reminiscent of people in the South is white man could do whatever they want. That's not the perspective and narrative up north. Up north, historically, we ain't trying to hear that. Malcolm X. Up north. Different perspective from Martin Luther King. Malcolm X. I know he was stationed. Let me see where he was from. Yeah, he was from New York. Yeah, he was from Brooklyn or something like that. Oh. Hold on. Yeah, because I remember the movie. Where was Malcolm X from? Oh, he was from Omaha,
Nebraska, United States.
Wow. Let's read it. Let's read it. Malcolm X, originally Malcolm Little, was born in Omaha, Nebraska. After moving Midwest with his family at a young age, he suffered a great tragedy of suicide with mother. Wow, damn. And he's only 40 years old. So when he was, okay, it says in the 40s he went to Harlem. In the early 40s, Malcolm shuttered from a mental job into another in Boston, where he lived with his sister, and then Harlem, New York. Wow. What the strength of Harlem, like he in Omaha, Nebraska. But then moved to New York. I'm from New Jersey. It's a different power. It's a different source. It's a different pull of energy up north. It's not like that down here. Down everybody is just like the Walking Dead. Individuals don't got no drive on that. When I meet individuals, I literally got to tone myself down to interact with people here. I do. If you see a bad chick, she's with some fat and sloppy dude. Let me tell you something. You fat and sloppy, this is where you want to be. You want to be in Virginia. You want to come here. If you fat and sloppy, if you 500 pounds, you got a belly, you got titties, and you got a beard. Oh, mother. Ooh, you boy. Yeah. Big Chris says those ridiculous thin tires. Yeah, I see individuals, and I don't understand the narrative of a truck, something that you're using for work, and then you turn around and put some thin rims on it. I don't understand that. I don't. Like back in the day, back in the 80s and 90s, when you had thin wall tires, low profiles is what they called them. You only drove those. Those cars lived on the back of a trailer. Those cars didn't see the streets. Now you got individuals where you see them doing a thing where they cock the tires out and they do all this stuff and can't go over speed bumps, and they like that lot. Those cars was meant for people that had multiple cars, and they was able to take those cars and put them on a trailer and not drive them. Now individuals are using their cars for their everyday vehicle. Very well said, zombies. Good morning, Jay. Jay says good morning, Mr. Smith, and Happy New Year to you all. My man, appreciate that. And that's what you see when you see when I see low profile tires. People, I went to school for mechanics, so I don't buy into this thing where you put this on a car and you get a car to look like that. I don't buy into that. I don't buy into that perspective and narrative, simply because I understand the mechanics of a vehicle. So I'll give you an example what I mean when I say that. I have a friend of mine, my BMW, he told me, hey man, put 20s on my BMW, my 850 to be specific. Even my 7 Series, my 850 got the original tires on it, original rims that came with the 91 BMW 850. My 2001 7 Series have the original M rims that came on it. 18s, 8.5 in the front, 9-inch, 9.5 in the back. Wide tires. People, when you go up in tire, you change the gear ratio of your transmission. So, if you go with a bigger rim, you know how when you look on the back of a 10-speed and you see the gears, and when you start off with a bigger rim, your tires, it's the reverse. Now, let's say this. Cars today come with 8-speed transmissions. 8-speed transmissions was unheard of back in 91. So this is when 8-speed transmissions, this is why you see cars coming with 20-inch tires and 21-inch tires. Because the transmission can go through the gears to get that tire in rotation. But when a car only has 4 speeds, when you look into a car, the very number you see after the D is the speed of the transmission. So if you see drive and then you see 3, 2, 1, or you see drive and 2 or drive, you always don't see drive and 2 or drive and 3. That means after your drive gear is the last gear. So you got drive then 3. That means you got a 4-speed transmission. My 850 only has a 4-speed transmission, which in 1991 was adequate. 4-speed, it was a 5-speed transmission. So it's 4 and then drive. But it's okay. You cannot change when you change the tires, what you gotta do is you gotta go into the back of the hub and change the gear in the middle. You have to change that too. You can't just change the tire. People do it, don't think nothing of it. I know cars. I went to school for cars. My friend didn't. So I'm like, bruh, I'm not doing this to this car when I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So a lot of people don't understand the perspective of putting big rims. They don't understand the job of a tire. Your tire is your first shock. Your tire. When you hit a bump, the first absorption of that bump is your tires. Then it gets transferred to the rim. Then it gets transferred to the shock absorber. Whatever get past the shock absorber is what you feel. All right? That's why sometimes we hit a thump. Oh shit, god damn it. You feel it. Because it done went through the tire, through the shock rim, through the shock absorber, and transferred it to the frame of the car. Transferred it to the frame of the car, now you feel it. You go through a lot of bumps that you don't feel because your shock absorber absorbs it. That's why they call it the shock absorber. It's a shock to the car. When you hit something, it's a shock. All right? Simple narrative. But I went to school for cars, so I can give you the intricate perspective and narrative. When you change your tires, when you put low profile tires on it, the shocks that's on your car is all calculated. The weight of the car, the where it's located on the car. Yeah, sometimes when you got an engine that's in front of the shocks, they absorb that. They design the shock because the weight of the car is in front. When you got an engine that's right at the wheel wells, they design it for that. It's kind of like when you hold something heavy out, when you hold something heavy this way and you hold it right next to you. When you hold it out, 30 pounds is heavier than when you hold it right to you. When the engine, depending on what the engine is, your shock is designed for that too. When you go and you start changing all these mechanics of your car under the context of, I just want to look that jiggy, it's going to just change the whole dynamic of your car. This is why, and you can go look at videos, individuals that get low profile tires every 3 or 4 months, they're in the shop putting shocks on their car. They're putting shocks on their car. When you put low profile tires on your car, your shocks went from absorbing one minor bump to everything. You run over an ant. Your shocks has got to work to dampen out the thing. You ever see a can in the middle of the road, and then I always try to, I'm on at that can, and you feel it, you feel it. You run over a can. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but it feels it. I'm not doing that to my car. I understand cars. So when people do that, they don't get that. All right. So to me, when I see these dumb cars down here in Virginia and further south, I say to myself, thank God this hideous fad didn't make it up to Jersey. Like I said, the song by the Lost Boys, it said the Lex Coupes, the Beamers, and the Benz. If somebody down here was to make that song, it'd say something like the pickup truck, the Impala, and the pickup truck, the Impala, and the SUV, and the Tahoe. The pickup truck, the Impala, and the Tahoe. That's how the song would sound if a fucker here in Virginia made that song. If somebody in Virginia if the Lost Boys was from Virginia, they would say, gather round, MCA, this is how we do it every day. Yeah, every day. Me and Freaky Lou Ty, it's nice. We spitting. Yes, yeah. The pickup truck, the Impala, and the Tahoe. That's how the song would go. That's how the song would go. I promise you. That's how the song would have been written. But you can't write nothing about an Impala in New York. Can't do it. That's why the song said the Lex Coupes, the Beamers, and the Benz. Sean D said, good morning. It's trashy in Texas also. A good woman is hard to find everywhere nowadays. All they want to do is OnlyFans and stroll. I thought about moving also. Yeah, listen. Me personally, I'm thinking about Thailand. I'm thinking about having getting me an apartment in Thailand and an apartment in Panama. Yep. Listen. Me personally, America, and this is what I love about Trump. America, we have catered to trash life way too long. That's why I was glad when he got back into office, when he was talking to them Democrats and said that they didn't do a good job, and they all standing there. It looked like a grown man talking to a bunch of kids. When Trump got into office and he said, you all did a terrible job, you failed this country. And they're just standing there like all Obama, all them dumb up, just standing there, all them standing there like, yeah, you turned this country into a circus. You know, that's why he signed all them orders. Nuh-uh, we ain't doing this thing where you are what you are, two genders only. Nuh-uh, we ain't playing these dumb games. And this country has gotten into more about feelings. We have prioritized people's feelings over anything. We have, oh, it's okay over anything. We have, you'll be okay. This is why, me personally, I tell people, at 56 years old, I'm laughing at you. You getting evicted? I'm not talking about y'all young people. I'm talking about people my age. I want to be clear. I ain't talking about young people getting evicted. I got nothing to say to them. Y'all are not my peers. My peers are people my age. So I'm not laughing at younger people. I'm laughing at the individuals. I'm laughing at these individuals that are my age, getting kicked out their apartment, getting kicked out of their house. I'm laughing at them. I'm like, aha, you're a bum. Aha, your life suck. Aha, they went up on your rent, bitch. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm laughing at them. Aha, they went up on your rent. You shouldn't be 56 years old and still a renter. Oh, shit. I'm laughing. We have catered all these programs. All it did was make people lazy. My ex-girlfriend, she said the mammogram that went around last week, it said government workers have become lazy. Everybody need to get back to work. No more remote working. Everybody needs to be in the office. She said that it came from Trump's office and they wanted it to be sent down exactly how it was written. Nobody could have touched it. And it said, government workers have become lazy. Yeah. Big Chris said, thirsty lames, you trying to get them? Above heavyweight wide. Oh my God, my man went in. I love it. Heavyweight wide backed Boquishas in them cars with them thin tires. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, listen. I am not. Listen, when I go into the bank, there'll be a 55-year-old white woman in there with no ass and a nice chest and everything, but dressed, and we lock eyes and look at each other. I'll be looking at them like, God damn, you're beautiful. One day, these creatures are going to wake up and realize your beauty is in your character, not your looks. But if you would have asked me last year, year before, and said, what do we need to get America back, get women back to being women? Get rid of these programs. Get rid of these programs and make rap music illegal. Rap music has just destroyed the black community. I talked about that. I'll talk about that next Sunday. Again, rap music has destroyed the black community. Destroyed it. I know I'm not a Gen X. I'm not a millennial. I think I'm a baby boomer. I don't think I'm not a millennial. Yeah, I think I'm considered a baby boomer. I think that's my time. I'm a baby boomer. You can have it, Quattro. When is the baby boomer years?
According to Kazasa, baby boomers were born between 1946 and 1964. They're currently between 57 to 75 years old. Gen X was born between 1965 and 1979-80.
Oh wow, no, I'm Gen X.
51 to 56 years old.
I had no idea Gen X was that early. So I'm Gen X. So to answer your question, yeah, I'm Gen X. Wow. Good question, Chris. Baby boomers were between 1946 and 64. I'm 68, so they're currently between 57 and 75. Gen X was between 65 and 79. God dang. And it's currently between 41 and 56. I'm 56. How about that? Wow. Good question, man. I didn't know that. I had no idea. I thought Gen X was 2000. I thought Gen X was like 95 to 2005, and then I thought millennials was like 2006 to now. Who knew? Good question. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Boy, the things you can Google, huh? Yeah. When Sean D said it's trash here in Texas also, a good one that's hard to find anywhere nowadays. Yep. I'm gonna take a. And you know, here's the craziest thing. I'm gonna take a picture of what Sean said. Sean, you know, here's the crazy thing about what this is the thing that I don't. This is the thing that why, you know, me and my ex-girlfriend, we're right there, but I'm not feeling it. Women do not despise other women. A woman will not substantiate herself to be not like the other women. A woman would act as if, and I tell her this all the time, men, we are not like y'all women. We are not, listen, I'm not a stick-up kid. So I don't have stick-up kids for friends. Ain't nobody coming to my house, yo, I got this chain, what's up? All right, man. Hey, all right, we'll hook up later. I'll call you. All right, but we don't, no. Women ain't like that. Women could be a class act chick with a straight bum ass for a friend. Let me go get me a beer, man. How you doing, Quattro Dog? You okay? You okay? Give me a kiss. Mwah. You okay, little Quattro Dog? You okay? Yeah, that dude some calming chews. Dude keep me up all night. Ebony said to put him in the kennel. I think that's what I gotta start doing. Very good stuff right here, y'all. Very good stuff. Very good. Get it at Aldi. Very good. Ginger beer. Oh my God. Burn your throat. The fire! Very good stuff there. I'm gonna tell you, Sean, I'm gonna tell you the thing about Texas. And the perspective and narrative that I have about America as well as Texas. The economy in Texas, the position in Texas, and Texas is the only state that can be its own country. There are 3 grids in the United States: East grid, West grid, and Texas. Texas has its own grid. If Texas would want to part from the Union, if Texas said, hey, listen, we want to part from the Union, if they would part from the Union, then it would be America's loss. Texas has its own GDP, what oil it has. It has its own GDP. Texas can be its own country, all right? Sean, I don't know if you lived anywhere else. I lived in 7 states. Texas was one of them. Texas was hands down the best state I ever lived in. Hands down. Delaware was the second one. Texas. It has, my house right now is, my house runs off of solar. This house is solar. I have a generator. Sometimes about once a week, I have to turn on the generator to charge my batteries up. It takes about 2.5, 3, maybe sometimes 4 hours, depending on how low my batteries are. I can only imagine living in Texas. I don't know why anybody would not have solar power in Texas. Everything I own would be solar powered in Texas. I would own, all of my cars would be electric. I would have a Anchor F3800 for every car to charge the mug up. I would just absorb the vast amount of sunlight that I get from Texas. I would. Cost of living. I'm gonna tell you something about the Midwest. Do you know? I'm gonna show y'all something if I can find it. I'm gonna show y'all something if I can find it. A map of the population of the United States. I'm gonna see if I can find her. Show me a population map of East, West, and Midwest. I had a map before, and that map said 80% of America lives on the East Coast, on the east side of America. 28%, 18% live west, and only 2% live Midwest. 2%. So, so what does that mean? I can't find the map. So, but what does that mean? That means on the East Coast, this is why the East Coast is that shitty. There's too many people here. If you look at an apartment building that has, like, hey, like where my property is, let's say my house, the house next door, or the houses both sides of me. If this was up north, they will put, let's say, a 5-story building with 5 apartments on each floor. So where there are 3 one-family houses here, up north, it could be 3 families, it could be 25 families. Same footprint, 3 families. There's a 5-story building with 5 apartments on each floor. Follow what I'm saying right now. So in the same amount of space, there's congestion. If you take that same space and put those same people in. I live by myself, so I'm by myself here. My man that live next door is 2, and then the people that live next door is 3. So there's 3, 4, 5. In these 3 houses, there's only 6 people. You take these 3 houses, wipe them away, and put a 5-story building with 5 apartments on each floor. It's going to be at least each apartment. Let's just go 2 in each apartment, 25. It'll be 50 people. 50 people in the same amount of space as was only 6. Magnify that with the East Coast. There's just too many people cramped up in one area. Out west, that's why they show helicopter views of bison just running for miles. Bison just hauling ass like, I'm out of here. Man, I'm getting out of here. Oh, you see that thing? Oh, sweat, it's recording us. That's what they be saying. It's recording us. But it's open. And where it's open, there's less tension. There's less. This is why, like, when you hear about some actors like Michael Keaton, he lives somewhere in Montana with just all this acreage, just free. That's why people live. That's why, hell, Dave Chappelle live on a farm. People need space. You don't get that. You don't get that East Coast. You think you do. You don't get that on the East Coast. And if you think you do, drive an 18-wheeler and then get back to me. Drive an 18-wheeler. I drove an 18-wheeler 3 years. Drive an 18-wheeler on the East Coast, then take a load out west and get back to me. Yeah. Let me tell you something. First time I took a 18-wheeler on a GWB, I was freaking out because I said, oh, I was in there like, yo, I remember driving this when I was a kid. Now I'm coming across the smog on a rig. I was literally having an excitement attack. I don't know why. I do know why. It was because I'm in a rig. I'm up in New York in the rig. Like, yo, well, what? Yo, don't get no better than that, right? But for some reason, right? I want y'all to listen to what I'm about to say. When I was in that truck, I literally said to myself, why is this truck getting smaller? I was like, yo, why is the truck? I mean, literally, where I was next to two 18-wheelers. I'm driving in the damn 18-wheeler, and it's like everything just... I'm like, yo, what the fuck is up with old boy, man? Damn, yo. My excitement switched to, yo, these months are kind of close to me. Take an 18-wheeler and drive up through Massachusetts. Get back to me. When you take an 18-wheeler up through Massachusetts, first of all, they don't even have truck stops like everywhere else. And you drive it, and it's like truck stop ahead. And you get there like, whoa, what, this ain't no truck stop. What the shit? It's just the roads up in Massachusetts, it's not designed for 18-wheelers. At least not 53-foot trailers. Not designed for it. Go out west, you could take a nap and not hit nothing. You can be on your 18-wheeler telling me something. Siri, yes. Set my alarm for 20 minutes. I'll just take a 20-minute nap. Okay. Not hit nothing. Not hit nothing. Why? Everything is spaced out. That's the difference. Like when Sean said the women, I get it when it comes to the women. I get it. See the look on my face? But living, dog, ain't nothing. Don't nothing compare to living in space. That's my next thing. Listen. Y'all gonna hear it from me first. What you're not gonna see me. This house here is 1,281 square feet. My house now, 1,281. I don't care if I go down to 600 feet. I want land. I don't care about the house. I don't care about the living quarters. I do not care about the living quarters. I don't. You only consume the space you in anyway. I don't care about the living. I just want. My bedrooms are small. I got a king size bed, but I don't care about. I don't care if I get a tin can, whatever, container home. I don't care about that. I don't want to live near nobody. I don't want neighbors. I don't. I want neighbors. I want a lake. I don't care if I have to dredge it myself. I want a lake. I want at least 3 acres. At least 3 acres. That's what I want. I want land. I want to grow everything I eat. I want chickens. I want chickens to be just free. I don't want them caged. I don't want that. That's what I want. I don't care about no house. No, sir. I don't. Hell, I'll even come and let them do a digital print of this house and have them build this house wherever I go. I like this house. I love it. It's perfect. This house is perfect. Love the layout. Love everything about it. I can put 5 cars in my driveway. My backyard is... I got a forest back there. I haven't even been to the back of my property. I haven't even been. 5 years I've been here. I haven't even been in the back of my property. It's so goddamn big. So it's all good. But Texas out west is just a different flavor. Here in Virginia, it's time to go. I've been here long enough. It's time to go. And the beautiful thing about it is, I paid off all my bills. What I'm working on now is to pay off the Nissan Leaf and pay off the Z4 Get them payments, get them cars out of here. I want both of them cars paid off by August. I'm gone. I'm out of here. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm out of here. It's just nothing here. It's just people just don't understand. They just don't understand here. People here are just, they don't want for nothing. That's why nobody knows. That's why none of these women here know their value. This is why you see a chick with a fat ass, every man got access to her. Every man, you guys may think it's like that where you at. It's not. It's different here. Let me tell you something. The whole game in Texas is not like the whole game in New York, not like the whole game here. This is why a lot of women locally, when you hear women say a dude got to make $500,000, could they please start saying where they live? Could women stop saying, I want a man that at least make $100,000, and you live in a small town in Hee Haw, Kansas, where nobody makes $100,000? I realize now that when you're around people that don't make nothing, when you're around people like what's big here? Oh, I work at the shipyard. I work at the port. I'm a truck driver. I work at Amazon. Like, everything here is placed. The money game here in Virginia is mass warehouse jobs. It ain't glorified warehouse jobs disguised as, oh, I work for QVC. Oh, I work for Planters Peanuts. Oh, I work for Amazon. Oh, I work for Target. Oh, I work down at the shipyard. Oh, yeah, I'm on the third shift. Oh, it's just mass places. Up in New York, everybody's hustle is independent. This person does that. They does that. Everybody's different. Here, I work at the plant. It's just these zombies jobs. I work at the plant. I'm on the third shift. No. They don't know their worth here. They don't know their worth. The value of life down here is different. This is why the baddest chicks, everybody got access to them. Everybody. And it's just, you can see one dude with a car smoking, about to shut off, to a dude with a damn Escalade. It's just amazing. I look at women. I look at some of these chicks here and live on. Used to live on my block. Like you don't see. I say to myself, I know they're saying. I wish they would say to themselves, he don't live like me. So why would he? Why should I think that he would want any involvement with me? I don't want no involvement with you. I don't. I don't. I despise street life. I do. Street life is it kills us. I don't. I think street life is like the book that I'm writing, the fun flirt society that is the black community, and that's what it is. Everybody's having fun. Everybody's flirting. Everybody. That's all it is in the black community. That's all it is. I don't want no parts of that, because individuals will devalue themselves, and then every time you talk to them, they got to take the conversation into a low value zone, and then they thriving. So what? Like, I've seen this video clip. I don't know what they said it's from a show where the dude is saying, "You act like you have no problems. You act like it's not you. You're the problem." And then she's like, ah! She laughed. Just typical tight booty stuff on. Like women are just like Dan said, Sean D said, it's America, man. It's America. It's America. It's America. We have okayed whore life. Trash. Being a whore is the new woman. Being a whore. They have gotten it to where as though it's okay to be a whore, so there's no shame in it no more. No one else says that's not true. No, it is true. No, it is true. You sound like one of them individuals that think that you got one, your mom or somebody, somebody you know. Yeah. Let me educate you. It's called the culture. So it is true. The culture of women is what we're talking about, okay? It's like when somebody say, "Oh, I got a pit bull, but I got a nice one." Why are you saying you got a nice one? All right? So it is true, all right? I don't speak nonsense that haven't been well thought of. So it is true. Yeah, for every woman have a default setting to the fucking culture. Every woman. It just takes longer for yours to get there. Every woman is like that. Every woman. The culture of women, westernized women, they made songs about it. All right? I'm not saying nothing that ain't already been said. All right? Lenny Kravitz, American Woman. All right? Nobody's saying not all this and all that. You want to say not all because that's your entry level to the conversation. Get this idiot out of here. Not all. My mama gave up. When my mama put us up in the air, she did it only when my mama put us up in the air. She had the men use a condom. Oh, my mom was a good whore. Give me a second. My mom was a good whore. No, not all. All my sisters, they turned out to be good whores. Yeah, they some good whores. They only whore 3 days a week. Fucking. Oh, my mom was a good whore. My mom bounced that. She didn't do it when she went to church, though. Not all. No, I disagree with you. My mom was a good whore. She didn't suck both balls. She said only one ball, and she sucked one ball. My mom made every man use a rubber. Oh, goddamn. Boy, I cracked myself up. Oh, shit. Oh, goddamn. No! No! No, not all! Fuck out of here. Oh, my gosh. Oh, God. Hey, thanks for that, man. I needed that. God damn it, boy. Hey, listen, y'all. I love cutting up on people. Oh, my God, boy. I tell you. Oh, God. Oh, I tell you. Please, I put you on a 24-hour timeout. I wish I wouldn't have. Please come back tomorrow. I feel like having another topic. I want to have a topic on creatures and the sons that love them. Boy, I love cutting up on these creatures and these creatures' offspring. Oh boy. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry for that outburst, but I had to cash in on the stupidity. Y'all know me. Oh gosh. No! Sound like some idiot, some grown-ass man with autism. No! You're probably over there rocking, looking at my live stream. No! Oh, shit. Oh, God damn it, man. Woo! Damn. I was minding my business, man. Why do they do that? Individuals think they're going to come over here with that nonsense. Boy, you playing right into my hand. Boy, I can pause the topic and tear off in your... So in an instant. Oh, I'm about that life. Like I said, It's never too far away. I'm about that life. I'm about that life. Go in the car, there's one. In the bedroom, there's one. I'm there all over the place. Oh dear my. Oh my. Let's be clear. Man said, nope. There are some good women. Wow. I remember the angry man said it. He said it first. He said, a black woman's default setting is the bullshit. And that is so true. When all else fails, they're going to revert back to being little pieces of shit. Lenny Kravitz said, American woman, stay away from me. American woman, just let me be. Now woman, stay away. That song, and he remade it. Who was the first person to make, let me see. Who was the first person to make the song American Woman? Led Zeppelin. Quattro. Hold on. Where you barking at, little buddy? Quattro. Where you barking? Where you barking at, little buddy? If my dog was a child, he would be diagnosed with ADD. Like my dog is real. Like last night when I take him out, and so he jumps out the car, and I went to grab him by his butt. He was like, ah! I'm like, what? I didn't even touch you. But he's real. My dog is real. Like something's wrong with him. You know, he gets up. He bit me a couple of times. He gets so up. He bite me for real. And I just like, yo, man, what the hell are you doing? And the funny thing is, normally when a dog bites you, they know they bit you, so they just be like, I'm sorry. He'll bite me and be like, yeah, let me do it again. I'm like, no, that hurt. What are you doing? So that's why I call him Quattro. He went to 3 other houses and nobody wanted him. He went there, and that high energy was just too much for people. So my house is the 4th house, so I named him Quattro. So I cater to him. I pander to him, and he'll just be in the house, and then he'll just be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Then I go in there like, calm down, and then he'll be looking at me like, all right, but they was trying to come in. No, nobody was trying to come in the house, little buddy. I would know, but once you start barking, then I take over. So you don't. If I'm catering to you, there's nobody in the house. It's okay. So he does that in the middle of the night. Like I had him now 2 years, almost. I had him now over 2 years, and he would just in the middle of the night, he would just have a bark attack. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I'll be calm down, and needless to say, the 3 other people that had him were women. So that's why I walk him off leash and I let him run. I take him to places where, like I have taken him to places where he ran so far, he was looking like a little dot. And I'm just like, just let him go. I let him get out of his system. But I realized that when I started doing that with him, it was hard to dial him back to being a dog. That like letting him do that was the absolute worst. You know, it was worse. Like, I pull up to the light and he's trying to jump out the window. He sees something that he want to chase. Now he's trying to get out the window. Before I can keep the window down like that, it was okay. And then when I started doing that with him, yo, whoa, what the hell you doing? He's trying to get out the car. So had to dial him back down from that. So that's the problem with him. But you know, I tell him, I thank him all the time for being my buddy, as well as I'm gonna thank you guys for being here, man. And I'm definitely gonna catch you on the next one.